Hello everybody, and welcome to Ichabod Helps. Yes, I'm actually for certain which channel I'm going to put this on for once, because frankly, I haven't put anything on Ichabod Helps in a while. I'll put a mirror to it on my main channel, I suppose, just because, you know, reasons and things. So, while I was on Twitter, let me go into my notifications here, Ranting Feminist actually, pointed out this video to me, and I felt it necessary to respond to it. And honestly, it's mainly not because of the video itself, but the comments section, which is awful. So, as you guys know, I myself am an opponent to the concept of illegal immigration. It bothers me on a very basic concept, but I am willing to suspend that for a reasonable argument. And I think this video actually does make one. So I'm going to point this out to you guys. Because, you know, let's face it, occasionally I can agree with terrible people. So here's the concept. What Riley goes into this situation is they're saying that you shouldn't illegalize the people themselves rather than the crime that they have done. The people don't become illegal just because they've broken a law. And whereas I have a fundamental issue with the concept of just allowing somebody who has broken a law to continue breaking that law just because we have to worry for them. And don't get me wrong, I have family that came straight out of Juarez. And Juarez is a terrible place. And it's awful, and a lot of terrible things happen there. The people that come here across the border illegally from Juarez aren't illegal people, but they are criminals. I know that legal immigration takes a very long time, and there's a very small chance that you will actually get in through that. And one of my cousins actually came here illegally. And they married my mother's sister's daughter, or something like that. Regardless, the point being is they fled from Mexico because the cartels are very bad down there, and they've been getting even worse as years came by. They broke the law. And whereas I don't necessarily agree with the concept that he is now an illegal person, he did break the law, and he is a criminal for doing so. But I get where Riley's coming from on this. See, I have a very staunch policy on this. And it's not, I don't want these people to be able to be safe. I want us to be able to help the country that they're from be livable to the people there. So they don't have to come here illegally.
Time to go bomb Mexico.
We're not bombing Mexico. So the main situation here is when somebody comes over to the border illegally, they are breaking a law. They are creating an issue because they are coming here to break a law. And whereas old Trumpy Poo decided he was going to say the concept of Mexico is not sending their best, actually, occasionally, some of the people they send over here are their best. They're not their richest, they're not their most talented, but they are hardworking, decent people, and occasionally they will, yes, be incredibly useful people to this society. The cousin that I'm speaking of is actually a janitor somewhere, but he is also a hard worker, never missed a day of work, has been there for, I think, 35 years, and never been an issue for anybody, never broken the law. He is a good American citizen now because he married somebody and then eventually became a citizen that way. But they work towards citizenship. I understand that our current situation of the legal system when it comes to this, it's broken. Our immigration system has been broken for years. It's always been broken. But I also don't think that an open borders policy is a good thing. It leads to potential issues, and it does cause a higher unemployment rate for people who were born here legally. And yes, it is a completely arbitrary concept that these people are American citizens, because that is it. They were just born here, just other than the people that did come through the legal immigration system to come here and, become citizens. But the people that were born here, yes, they just lucked out in the genetic draw. But we are still a country of laws. And one of those laws is In order to come here, you have to follow the proper channels. Do I support the concept of people becoming citizens eventually through some sort of test or something like that? Yes, of course. As long as they are willing to assimilate, willing to obey the laws of our country, and go through a process to where they can eventually become citizens, I don't mind them coming over with a work visa. What I do mind is them ignoring the rule of law and stealing from others, because it does happen. As much as I hate that concept, some illegal immigrants do come over here. They steal someone's social security number, and they use that. And occasionally, whether of their own fault or somebody else's, they can't pay a bill. And they have to abandon that social security number. And then that debt goes to the person whose social security number they took. Where this is a rare incident, it is an incident that happens. I know it sucks, but the only way to deal with this is to work together. We have to work together, not only as Americans, but as citizens of the world, to make it to where not only are the places that these people are coming from more livable and they don't have to come here like that, but also make it to where these people do have a pathway to citizenship. They can come here legally and make themselves beneficial members of society.
As long as they can farm my taters.
Please don't be racist. I have to actually post this to my channel.
Sorry.
That said, thank you all for watching. I have been Ichabod. I am here to help. If you know of anything else I should do a video on, please feel free. I would like again to thank Ranting Feminist for pointing this video out to me. To the people in the comments section of this, guys, I understand you don't like Riley, but don't be a dick. It's not that hard not to be a dick. Thank you guys for watching. Good night.